Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Monday, May the 5th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. Many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out, different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas, every day if you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's particular daily, weekly challenges giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Alright, if you are wondering why I have a little more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 20 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. And you can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, I did re-roll a daily challenge. It was complete a daily ops while in a team. I got this one here instead, collect a board game, which of course is very easy to do, so I'll definitely take that one. Let's go ahead and track it. Nice. Alright, let's take a look at some stuff we can do right here in our camp. Build a floor or wall decoration in a workshop or camp 5. So again, you can go ahead and claim a workshop here on the map. Anyone will do, the one closest to you, your favorite one. Once when you claim, you can go ahead and build your floor or wall decoration, no problem at all. Or you can just build it in your camp. Again, that's what we're going to do here in this video. So let's find a little bit of a spot where we can do this. Let's head out back here. Alright, let's go to our build menu. Now, I know myself, we're going down here to floor decor. I don't really plan on keeping anything that I build here. So I usually recommend, if you're in the same spot as me, I usually recommend building something that doesn't cost a lot of resources, okay? So again, you're going to go through your little list here, what you have available to you. I usually suggest mats and rugs, because mats and rugs will usually only cost you cloth or rubber, or cloth and rubber. And those are two items that a lot of people will have on them. So just an FYI, you can do it that way as well, whatever you like to do. I'm going to build a couple of these tannery benches. And again, you can build all the same thing, whatever you want to do. You don't have to build all different items unless you plan on keeping them, of course. Alright, there we go. Now, if you do plan on scrap them like myself, you do get a little bit of it back. I believe it's 50%. And again, just be very careful that you don't accidentally scrap something that you don't want to, scrap, like a prefab, for example. I've definitely done that before by mistake. So just an FYI. But you can always keep what you build as well. Alright, let's see what is next here. Craft energy ammo 15. Okay, so don't get this confused with collect energy ammo. We actually have to craft energy ammo. And of course, that is totally separate from ballistic ammo. And we can do this at the Tinker's Workbench. Alright, so any Tinker's Workbench will do. We might as well just use the one here right in our camp. Let's go to our Tinker's Workbench here. We're going to go craft. Now up here in the ammo section, this is where you're going to find your ballistic ammo. But in this case, it's being a little bit more specific, so it wants us to craft energy ammo right down here, alright? So just an FYI, give you what that looks like. So let's take a look at these 2mm EC cartridges. I'm using a weapon for that right now. Of course, 15 of them. We're going to need 5 lead and 15 steel. Now, of course, there are a couple perk cards that will help us out here. We go under our perk cards here. Anytime you're crafting ammunition, go under agility as a perk card here called Ammo Smith. Again, if you don't have a level 2, if all you have is a level 1, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. This level 2 here produce 80% more rounds when crafting ammunition. So go ahead and put that bad boy on. Nice. And then under luck, of course, when you do craft anything, it's highly suggested that you put on super duper. Again, if you don't have a level 3, it's all you have is a level 1 or level 2, you might as well apply it. It's only going to help you. With this level 3 here, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance you get double results. Right, let's go back to our crafting here at our Tinker's Workbench. We go back under energy ammo. Instead of 15, it's 27 2mm EC. But as you can see, the requirements is the same requirements as if we were crafting 15. And that is what Ammo Smith does, okay? And the exact same thing will happen if you're trying to craft your ballistic ammo as well. Let's go ahead, we're going to craft this 2mm EC. Let's grab 2 of them here. We got 54, so super duper did not kick in that time, but that is fine. We didn't really have to use those perk cards here, but I just like to kind of give you guys some extra information, especially for the newer folk who are kind of unaware of all that. Just don't forget to put your perk cards back, of course. If you do end up switching them around. Down here, Jimmy. There we go. Alright, let's see what's next here. Collect a board game 1. Alright, so I do have a lot of early on videos like I made in early 2023. They're very short videos, or standalone videos I call them. They're probably about, maybe the longest one is maybe about 2.5 minutes long. But I show you some great spots where you can find board games here around the wasteland. And if you're having some trouble, or if you're on a server and you just can't find anything to save your life, you could definitely check out those older videos. It's just word for warning. Audio is a little bit rough, and I apologize for that. I'm just starting out my videos back then, but you can still, the information is still rock solid. Alright, so we can find some board games up here at WV Lumber & Co. Right here, the Blue Ridge Bunkhouse. Settlers Ridge. Right over here at the Fraternity Roar, we have the Eta Psi House. That's the one with the blue door, with the Nuka-Cola Benjamin. If you head all the way upstairs, all kinds of board games up there. Even the Pie House, the one right you spawn in on with the red door, I believe has some board games in there as well. A bunch of board games as soon as you enter Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. It's a pretty good spot. Right over here, the Retreat, nice neutral area there as well. Again, 3 board games there, pretty good. Right down here in the White Springs, actually, if you go right to the main door, it's probably better, the front, this particular icon here. And you head up the stairs and you take a right, you go to the tavern, the medical bay, the big responder area, and you keep on going towards the manager area. You'll see like a little pool table there, and inside that same room there should be about 3 or 4 board games there. Pretty good spot there as well. And again, we can find random board games off of killing enemies. Get so much junk from killing enemies nowadays, and I usually suggest Scorched, Mole Miners, and Super Mutants. I find we get the most junk off of those guys, okay? So you can go after them, get some XP at the same time, and get a board game that way. Now we do have a camp resource that passively gives us board games while we play the game. It is this games cupboard right here. Now we got this one here last year in 2024. I did do a little video on it there. A lot of people bought it just because how it looks so awesome. Right, but again, it does give us a nice little bonus. It will collect board games for us, which is pretty cool. So that's we never actually did this here at the channel, so let's go ahead. We're going to actually collect from our games cupboard here this time around. Like the board game 1 for 1, done, just like that. So if you have this camp resource in your game, if you bought it last year, it's definitely worth its weight in gold. And one thing good about board games is, board games, you can see the item stats. Board games give you quite a bit of junk. Some of them even give you gold. Alright, FYI there. Alright. See what's next here, Jim. Let's go ahead and collect some wood 5. Okay, so good stuff. So again, many great spots we can find and collect wood. I'm pretty sure every region has down trees here in the game, and that is a good way to harvest wood. Now, I find the forest area being so huge, I find it has the most down trees, okay? Another fairly decent spot for down trees is actually Skyline Valley region. Lots of down trees through here as well, but I believe every region we can find down trees. Just walk up to it and just harvest from them, all right? Now, I usually suggest, especially for the newer folk, if you start here at the Wayward, cross the stream, work your way down towards Flatwoods, cross the stream again, work your way back up to the Wayward. Just in that little run right there, there's lots of down trees. Again, fairly easy area, especially for newer folk. Right here in Helvetia, we have the Yellow House right on the corner on the main street. Out behind the Yellow House, nice little stockpile of wood back there. Of course, it being part of the forest, lots of wood in around here. Of course, when we do Fashnet Day, we do have to give wood around, but there's lots of wood to give around that area. And one of the best spots to collect wood is up here at Prickett's Fort. Again, huge, probably one of the biggest stockpiles here. The game is right at Prickett's Fort. Again, nice little neutral area, and that's where we're going to head here today. So let's pop up here. Now we had this one last week. We went down to Helvetia. The week before we went to the forest area. So let's pop up here and show you this nice little stockpile of wood. Right, just kind of blow by these guys here. You can talk to them if you want, but right up here. And again, here is a big, huge stockpile of wood right here. It is awesome. And a bunch of wood piles in around this place. And most of these buildings will have little fireplaces, and they'll have wood piles inside the fireplaces as well that you can grab your wood. All right. Now, this is a great spot to come, especially if you're looking to modify your camp or build a camp. Of course, we have to, require a lot of wood. This is a really good spot just to collect your wood. And there's a perk card that will help you out with that under luck. So if we go all the way down here and go all the way to the end, it is called Woodchucker. Collect twice as much when you're harvesting wood. So when you harvest wood, 2, 4, 6, or 8, with this perk card, you get double those results. Totally awesome, especially if you're looking to build a brand new camp. Right now, this perk card will not help you for the daily challenge. Now, we only need 5, but it won't help. So let's just say if we harvest 6 wood, for example, it only counts as 1 for the daily challenge, right? So let's take a look at that real quick here. So we use this little pile, for example. Now watch the top left-hand corner. So 4 wood scraps added, but it only counts as 1 for the daily challenge, all right? So FY, that's why I said that card won't help us here. But it'll help you if you're actually looking for wood. That's why I kind of show off that little card. Again, I had to kind of give you guys as many options as possible. So there's our 5 wood there, nice and easy. And if we take a look at our items here, look at that, 44 wood scraps, just not even putting a dent in this big pile here and everywhere else. So just doing like a little spam in the button just right in this location here. So again, great spot. And if we used a woodchucker, it would be double those results. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. Purple Mirelurk Slim too. Okay, so many great spots we can find Mirelurks here and around the wasteland. There's 6 of them right here, the Toxic Dried Lake Bed. There is 4 of them right here, the New River Gorge Resort. Now, if you go all the way down the road by the swimming pool area, you'll see what used to be a swimming pool area, I should say, out behind that resort. There'll be 3 of them there. There'll be 2 more in a house a little bit to the south of that swimming pool. If you're a lower level player, I always suggest Ohio River Adventures. There are probably about 4 or 5 adults here, and there's a lot of Mirelurk eggs. I would say probably about 5 or 6 nests down here of Mirelurk eggs. When you come across a Mirelurk egg, when you try to pick one up, it either picks one up or it destroys itself. It destroys itself as a little Mirelurk hatchling that pops out. Those little Mirelurk hatchlings also count as a Mirelurk, FYI there. 4 of them down here at Lake Reynolds. Now there is a Razor Claw as well as a Mirelurk Hunter down there, but they all count as Mirelurks. Looking for a little bit more of a challenge. We have this area right up here by the Mire's Eye. Now, inside the Mire's Eye, of course, would be Blood Eagles, but there'll be some Mirelurks in around this area up here. Oh, yeah. Past, I was looking for it. Vault 94, that is a big challenge. High level area. Lots of Mirelurk Kings in there. Very dangerous. So if you're looking for a challenge, that's a good place to go. For a lot of Mirelurks. Right down here in Quarry X3. Hemlock Springs Dump. Probably about 3 Mirelurk Kings down here. Pretty good spot. Slumber Mill Motel. Maybe I think there's a Razor Claw, a regular Mirelurk, and a King down here. Right, so FYI. Alright, so let's go up here. We're actually going to go over here to the Toxic Dried Lake Bed. Now, we're not just trying to kill these Mirelurks. What are we trying to do here, Jim? We're trying to do what? Cripple their limb, alright? Just 1 second here. Sorry, but I didn't want to cough in the mic. So I usually suggest that people, I find Mirelurks are hard to cripple. So I usually do headshots on these guys, okay? So if you try to shoot from them from behind, their shell and even their legs and their limbs, I find they're hard to cripple for me. I don't know what it is, doesn't matter what weapon I use. But if I go for the head, I have much better success, okay? But that's just a suggestion, it's up to you. So you can do a bunch of headshots if you so wish, okay? But if you do use VATS like myself, there is a perk card that will help you out. It's under perception. It's called Concentrated Fire. Allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now, you can try moving it around and see how many cripples you can get per Mirelurk. But again, I don't have much success. I usually do headshots only for these guys, all right? And again, not all weapons are created equal for crippling. I find most ballistic weapons, bow and arrow, crossbow, plasma caster, plasma rifle, shotgun with a shotgunner, enforcer perk card under agility, a drill even with a tanky or power armor build. Again, it's up to you, but you guys have seen me do crippling with a wide variety of weapons, and not all weapons are created equal. All right, so let's lock and load this puppy here. And we will need 2 of these Mirelurks. Again, we're going to go for the head. See how she does. There we go. Just shoot him right in the face. Can you imagine being on the receiving end on that? He's like, I'm dead. No more. We just needed 2. That was it. Nice. So again, you'll find 3 of them here. And a little bit further down there where that diner is that we can't go in, there'll be 3 more down there. Now, sometimes there's a Snallygaster and a rat scorpion down there as well, but there'll be 3 more of those guys down there. And of course, there's a Mirelurk Queen right out in that little toxic dried lake bed there. You can go after her too if you so wish. All right, let's see what's next here. Kill a Lost 5. Okay, good stuff. So again, there's only one spot here in the game where we can find the Lost. It's right down here in the Skyline Valley region. All right. So right here at Dark Hollow Manor, the Lost like to kind of hang around outside, down in those little kind of crevice ravines that are down around outside. It's a little dark down there. Doesn't matter what time of day. All right. So just an FYI, we do have a free fast travel to Trading Post. Milepost 0, just in case you guys are wondering. Free fast travels to get down there. Once when you discover them, of course. The trading post, actually, if you head to the south, right about here, there'll be 3 Lost that are kind of coming up the hill. And if you head here to Slumber Mill Motel, but right across the street is a Red Rocket, and there'll be 5 Lost around there. Now, most Lost will count for this daily challenge, but there's a type of Lost called a feral Lost. If you come across a feral Lost, it will not count as kill a Lost daily challenge or weekly challenge, all right? So FYI. So your best bet is come here to Dark Hollow Manor because there's a whole lot of them up here. So let's come up here now. Of course, the outside is fine. Now, I've never encountered a Lost before. These guys are tanky. I find it doesn't matter if you're wearing a stealth suit or whatever, they seem to know exactly where you're at for whatever reason. So just an FYI there. He got all stiff there, didn't he? Now you can use your light here if you so wish, but it's a little dark around here, so I usually kind of pick them out using VATS. And even if you're a free aimer, that's what I suggest to people. Just use your VATS real quick just to kind of pinpoint them. Oh, it's going to be something here in a second there, Pelly Boy. This weapon actually works pretty good against them, I'm surprised. Oh, I almost fell down that ravine. Oh, yeah, I fell down it. Partially, anyway. Let's lock the load here. Yeah, it's always good to kind of check those ravines. They'll be kind of hanging out in there. still talking? I said, but he's only allowed one person to talk here on this channel. That's me. Alright, so one guy down there. Let's go after him. Now these guys are kind of spread out. Oh, where did he go? Oh, right there. He's trying to dodge me. So he can see me, but I can't see him. There we go. Nice, there we go. Kill a lost 5 for 5. Just like that. And again, when you hook onto them, or you get up close enough, you can see what they are. Again, the feral guys, the feral loss will not count, alright? Usually there's one over here. It's not here today for some reason. Yeah, this place creeps me right out. Oh, right there. Alright, so you see how it says feral loss? He will not count. FY, he's more like a feral ghoul more than anything. Right, he's a loster. He's a lost, but he's loster. Totally. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jim. Visit another player's shelter 1. Alright, good stuff. So I am on a server by myself. Let's go ahead. We're going to quit this session. And we're going to go to a public session. And don't forget there, that hotfix will be happening tomorrow, Tuesday, May the 6th, 2025. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure there's a reason for it, of course, but I've never seen ever. I've played this game for a very long time, like years, like since it released, and I've never seen them come out with so many updates and hot fixes within like a month and a half, 2 months. It's just total. I think this is our 3rd hot fix in like in a month and a half. It's totally crazy. I'm sure there's a reason for it, and hopefully whatever issues are going on, hopefully they get fixed. I'll tell you that. Let's go ahead to a public adventure here. Alright, so we are on a server with other people. There's another person down here getting the lost. Nice. Oh, he's only what? Okay, weird. Let's go ahead here. Visit another player's shelter 1. Okay, so we're going to look on the map here for a couple of camps. So let's use this person's camp, for example. What we're looking for are camps with the red icon under their camp icon. So you see that little red one there? That means they have a shelter, okay? But you will come across camps that don't have the red, this person here. They only have a V for vendor, but they don't have the red icon. So that means they do not have a shelter available, okay? So you're looking for these type of camps with a red icon. And again, you don't have to be their friend. You don't even have to know them. You don't have to be on a team with them. You just got to go inside their shelter. So let's go to this person's camp here. I find myself, the hardest part is trying to find the person's shelter sometimes with this is locked, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's see if it's down here. Right there. So here's their shelter right here. Oh. That's locked too. Huh? Weird. Okay. Well, let's go to another player's camp then. I don't understand that for the life of me. Let's go to this person's camp. PTSD, maybe. I don't know. People stealing from them. I don't know. All right. Whatever. All right. So let's. Oh, that's cool. Wow, look at this camp here. Holy mackerel! It's like we're in a little city here. Wow. That's quite something. Wow, I don't know. Hopefully we can find this person's shelter. We're kind of just kind of scanning the area, looking around for a shelter. That's quite something there. Very well done. I love it, though. Totally love it.
Of course I know.
Get out there, little pup.
Gooseberry fools are off the menu. Until I can reliably convince a
Yeah,
goose and a
love
fool
the love
to
this
say
place, but I can't find the shelter to save my life. That's just
Happy birthday!
let's go in here for a quick second here. Could be up here, you never know. Huh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it says they have a shelter here, but I can't find it for the life of me. And sometimes that can happen. Sometimes that can happen. It happens a lot to me. I look for a person's shelter and I can't find it. Oh, what's this? It's a back door. Alright. Well, I might have to go to someone else's camp here. Yeah, I don't see it. Alright, let's go. Go to another player's camp, I guess. That's all we can do. That's all we can do is just keep on rolling. Let's go to this person's camp. Just trying to get inside someone's shelter here, boys. That's all we're trying to do. Who would have thought this would give us the most trouble? See, I like to have all that stuff right at my vendor. Nice and easy to kind of spot out for people. There's this person's camp here. Holy mackerel. Oh, right there. Nice. So here is... Oh. Let's go inside their shelter here real quick before he disappears. Here we go. Visit another player's shelter, 1 for 1, done just like that. And again, you don't have to be on the team, don't have to be their friend, don't have to know them. I find the hardest part is just trying to find where a person's shelter is at. And of course, you do come across the folks that like to lock everything up. All right. Nice stuff, buddy. Thanks for letting me use your shelter. Looks like he wants to hurt me there. All right. Okay, good stuff. Let's get out of here. He's giving me that look there. Let's go back to our camp. Just getting that unnerving look. All right, I think we're done here now. There's enough joking around. There we go. Let's take a look at weapon of the day. I'm sure most of you are interested. I don't use it very often, but you can definitely check it out here. Nope, not that. 2-shot poker Tesla capacitor Gauss minigun. +1 projectiles, plus 25% damage, plus 50% chance to hit a target in VATS, minus 25% action point cost. Bullets explode for 15% weapon damage. Is a 2-shot VATS enhanced VAT optimized. Tri-barrel, poker paint, Tesla coil capacitor, gunner sights. 53 times 2 damage, 6 times 2 electrical damage. Takes 2mm EC, which is extremely heavy. It is fully automatic. Really fun weapon to use. If you've ever used a Gauss minigun before, you owe it to yourself to try one. It is really fun to use, but I'm going to tell you something. It loves the ammo. Just loves it. And 2mm EC, again, aren't cheap, and they're heavy. That's why I don't use it very often. But I thought, you know what, let's have a little bit of fun here today and use that weapon. Again, it is a heavy gun, so not much has changed the last couple of days. So under strength, we have Master Heavy Gunner, Expert Heavy Gunner, all maxed out. We have Sturdy Frame, good old Lock and Load, baby. Concentrated Fire, Grenadier, Bullet Shield, that's a good one. Fireproof, Covert Operative, White Knight, Adrenaline, these random luck cards which randomly pop in when they're being activated. Legendary Perk cards, they don't change for me, they stay the same. I'm very happy with them. And as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, there you guys go, nice. Now don't forget Tuesday, tomorrow we will have that maintenance break for that hot fix. So if you're trying to log on a might be a little bit later than usual. All right, so just an FYI. And of course, it being Tuesday, we have a someone enter my lobby. There we go. Of course, it being Tuesday, we not only have our usually dailies, but we have our fresh set of weeklies. We'll have the new Atomic Shop weekly update to go over. Now, I am anticipating the big bloom to start tomorrow, question mark. Right down here in Susan's cabin. It was actually supposed to start this past Tuesday, April 29th, but they delayed it, okay? And of course, Bethesda has the right to do that. So I did make a video on this probably about 2 weeks ago, all about this location. There's a nice little, little exploration kind of, if you're interested in this stuff, if you're interested in following notes and holotapes, nice little thing down there to kind of look at, nice little detective case down there, which is pretty cool. You can check that video out if you so wish. It's all time stamped. So again, don't quote me. Again, they may delay it again. All right. And of course, this is the last day for the second week of the Appalachian Outlaw. So if we go back to our challenges here, again, these events right down here, Appalachian Outlaws. Again, I have the videos not only for week 1, but week 2. Again, this is the end of week 2, and that'll probably be it. And they just give us additional tickets for another little mini season. Now, I don't know how often Bethesda plans on doing that, but it was fun to do. You know, something to do here in the game. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me at the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ben Durant, John DJ59, Picquerist, Benny Bunny, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.